Trey Vesson here, and it's a sad day, a happy day, I guess. I am on my way to Weisup Chrysler Dodge to trade in my beloved Tundra. I never thought I'd get rid of this thing. It's been just a phenomenal truck, no issues. Of course, it's got 58,000 miles. It's just a beautiful rig. Gorgeous leather interior. Love it. So why would I sell such a low? Customized. I got everything done to it that I wanted to do to it. I was thinking about going to 35s. I was going to do a little more lift. But ran into an issue. It's got the Max cab, or I don't know, I can't, Crew Max, which is huge. Arlo was happy, had plenty of room, but that meant a tiny little bed, 5.5 foot bed, and I've got a four-wheeler. I'll always have a four-wheeler, and getting it up in the mountains, usually I just put it in a trailer. I had the topper on this thing, so I put the four-wheeler in the trailer, and then I just tent camp out of the trailer. It worked real nice. But then I inherited a pop-up from my dad when he passed, and I started bringing that, and I wanted to bring the four-wheeler plus my camper, and so I tried putting the four-wheeler in the bed of this. I finally got it to work, but it was so close, and with the deck system it was so sketchy. You're up so high. Every time I pulled it in and out, it was just very sketchy. So I thought, well, okay, I guess I need to get a toy hauler if I want to do that, or I can modify the pop-up camper to add an ATV rack to the front. And I just discovered that it was just so much work. I was just exhausted getting everything loaded in the truck, in the pop-up, and then getting the ATV in and situated. It was just it took like 3 hours to get ready to go camping, and then I needed a shower afterwards. So I was like, well, I can live without that. And I took the Jeep to the local dealer, and had them do an oil change, and they had to do a software update, reset for the dash. And so I was there, the salesman, Luke, great guy, he sold me the Jeep. He comes over and says, hey, you know anybody who needs a good Cummins pickup? And I go, oh no, my stepdad, he just bought one, so he's good to go. Like, yeah, I can't believe how expensive they are. He paid like 60 grand for a 2-year-old used one. And he's like, oh, we've got brand new ones for, he said, I can't remember, but I think it starts with a 5 on the price. I'm like, that's impossible. You can't hardly get a base model Ram for 50 grand these days. And so he's like, no, go check it out. So I'm like, okay. So I walked out there, and they had 3 2500 4x4 crew cabs, silver, white, and burgundy. And I look at this burgundy one, and man, that's a pretty truck. It's got the bed liner, it's 4x, it's got the chrome package. It's a Tradesman, which is the same package I had with my first new Dodge back in 2014, and it was fine. Had all the stuff I needed. I mean, it's not a 1794 edition Tundra. I mean, this thing's loaded. But yeah, so it was nice. I looked at the sticker, and I think it was 73,000 MSRP. They had it down to 56 grand. I was like, oh geez. So I started doing the math. So what's my Tundra worth? I looked it up. It's like, oh, it's only worth like 38 trade-in. And so that's going to be too much money. And I said, yeah, I like the Tundra. I don't need a Cummins. Till I retire in a few years, I'm going to go to a bigger travel trailer. So I told them, I said, I can't. I said, if you can do it for 15,000 difference, I'll buy it. Thinking there's no way. There's no way they can meet that. They're too far apart. And so a couple days went by and they promised, okay. So I started looking at lift kits and stuff for the Tundra, getting it beefed up. And then the salesman messaged me and says, we can do 16.4, I think. I'm like, I talked to my dad, my stepdad. I'm like, man, this is a good deal. And it's like, but I don't need the truck yet. I love my Tundra. Tundra will last me, you know, until I'm ready to upsize, bigger RV and stuff. And he's like, yeah. So I told the seller, I said, no, sorry, I can't do it. So a couple more days go by. He calls me up again. He's like, we'll do it for 15. And I go, really? 15,000 difference. So here I am, got the Tundra cleaned out, and on my way to the dealer to write him a check for 15 grand. So my daughter and son-in-law are not happy. They're like Dave Ramsey people, and they value used Toyotas are the holy grail vehicles, and I agree. But Toyota doesn't make a vehicle that can tow a bigger fifth wheel, and I can't fit my ATV in the bed. And plus, the Tundra gets about 14 miles per gallon. Diesel's going to get about 20. It's going to be left mostly stock. Of course, I'll do a leveling kit for $100 on the front and some upgraded, more beefy tires. I never run OEMs, but the ones on this truck, they look actually pretty good at Firestone. So we'll see. But yeah, nothing crazy. I'm not going to build it up like I did the Tundra. I've got the Jeep now, so I don't need the winch and lift, big lift, and steel bumpers and all that crap. On the new truck, it'll be mostly just in the woods and road tripping. Super comfy to drive. And it's the same overall length as the Tundra, so it's not a bigger truck, it's just a beefier truck with, you know, it's 800 and something foot-pounds of torque and 400 or 370 horsepower. Is about what this has, so we'll see. Anyway, it's a sad day because I love my Tundra. I got it just the way I want it, and I don't know what Weissup's going to ask for it, but it's a great truck. And if you go there and if you need any background on it, this was a Texas truck. It's got full tint on all the windows, including the windshield. It's got a cold air kit from Rough Country. It's got the Iron Man front bumper, 9,000-pound winch, Rough Country rear steel bumper. I've got Tough Country overload springs in the back. And it's just been a great truck. And I was on the fence about doing this deal just because the Tundra is so nice and it'll last forever, but I couldn't resist the deal for a brand new Cummins 3/4 ton with everything I want on it, and it'll be able to tow anything I'll ever own. So alrighty, there you go, tree vesting out, and look for future videos involving the new Ram and how it's doing for me. I know it's not going to be as reliable as the Tundra. It just isn't. But hopefully nothing major. I'm going to take good care of it and follow all the advisories for how to drive the new 6.7 Cummins. No idle times. And, you know, a lot of highway driving, gotta let it warm up. There's all sorts of good tips, make them last, so I'll be doing that. So. Alrighty. Sad day, but it's gonna be good. Okay, happy we are at the dealership, saying goodbye to my beautiful Tundra. It's a little dirty. It's been a good rig. Here's the new rig. She's also very pretty. And He's got twice the foot-pounds of torque as the old Tundra. So, and just the tradesman. So basic interior, but it's got a surprisingly number of goodies on it. All sorts of cool stuff that my previous tradesman did not have. So I'm happy. Got the tow package and all that good stuff. So you're ready to go. Alrighty. Well, farewell, and hope you find a new owner. And if you want it, contact Luke at Weisup Chrysler Dodge in Pullman, Washington. Give you a great deal, and I can vouch for this thing. Solid Texas truck. Alrighty, now let the build begin. Alrighty, we're back in the new truck now, or in the new truck. First drive, and nice and quiet. Very quiet. I already got my Chris Stapleton station programmed. Got to have the Chris Stapleton station on. And we're getting 18.5 miles per gallon average. Cruising down the highway at 62. And very comfy. Yeah, it's different, you know, all this black plastic. I'll get some seat covers on here, try and keep the dog hair to a minimum. But it drives nice. Nice and comfy. It's got more stuff than I thought it would for a tradesman package. I've got the tow haul mode. Good to go. Got my trailer brake added in, part of the tow package. I've got nav system. There you go. And what else do I got on here that was cool? Oh yeah, the vehicle info. My Jeep has this. I love this. A mirror dimmer. I've got 360 cameras, which is really cool. And I got the towing and trailers, which the Jeep doesn't have, of course. And the off-road pages, which the Jeep has. Shows your pitch and roll altitude at 2,400 feet. And my grid coordinates, which is nice. And all my accessory gauges, which is nice. Especially the trans temp. That's very important for towing. And let's see, what's vehicle dynamics? Oh yeah, I just say I'm in too high. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's got plenty of room. Back seat, I've got it folded up. I'm getting Arlo a kennel, so try and cut down on the dog hair in this vehicle because it's really going to show in here. Everything black. So I'm going to try a soft kennel for the back, biggest one I can fit back there. And so Arlo no longer will be free to drool all over the seats and the window frame and stick his head out the window. But I know he's not going to be happy, but come on, it's a new truck, $73,000 pickup. So alrighty, next up will be I'll be upgrading wheels and tires, and it'll be pretty cool. And so yeah, tune in for that. And and now, oh gosh, now we're averaging 20.3 miles per gallon, so that's impressive. Might be the new road trip vehicle. Alrighty, Trey Veston out.